first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the Arizona Cardinals. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. First down, Rodgers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Castillo. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
On second down, here's Rodgers. Coleman has it here right side. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Let's go, come on. Zoom. Jump out! Zoom.
On first and 10, here's Rodgers. He's going to loft one. Deep left side. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. A big play there for the Dolphins. 54 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
Rodgers again now. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Eric Kendricks in from his linebacker spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further.
Hey, 626. Zoom.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A 10-yard completion, but still now facing third and goal. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They are in a zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, it has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific coverage where they are plastered to the receivers, and then, of course, taking it away, making the catch, and going in the other direction.
Leopard! Leopard! We got three, fellas. We got 3.
On the ground, this is Jalen Richard. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
He'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Now a handoff to Richard. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. So much for picking it up on the ground on 3rd down. 3rd play of the drive, and this defense showing strong early.
I wonder how much of that was scouting. I wonder how much of that was a gut feeling like, okay, let's just go ahead and sell out here and get after them, thinking they're going to run the football and stuff them early, because they've now set the tone. They've set a precedent right here. If you're going to try and run the ball against us, it could be hard going throughout this game.
Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now Rodgers. And this one's incomplete. The intended target was Corey Coleman. And now it's 3rd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined. But sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
3-19. 6-26. Jump out.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. It's caught by Coleman. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin 1st down. Rodgers now on 1st down. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. And this is recovered by the Cardinals. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Looking left side, and it's complete. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. 84 yards. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Gets around him. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll set up to throw. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And they'll get him down here at the 23. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Looking to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is brought in at the 21. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, Give him 15, and it'll be Dolphin football. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Dancing to his left. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. This one complete to Coleman. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A big play there. His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Lucky 56. Gun.
They'll look to throw here. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Detroit! Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
A first down carry here for Johnson. Room to run inside the 40. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Detroit!
That's going to set him back 5 yards. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll drop the throw. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Leopard.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. 2 minutes to go here in the 1st half. More from the desert after this. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
They get it to him running left. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They'll go with the keeper, and he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal.
Over.
Richard on the toss. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals have cut it to within a score. Extra point good by Catanzaro. And that'll make our score 14-7. Now the punter who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And out come the Dolphins now. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Hey, 626.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Throw left side complete. That's Castillo. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
319. Inside.
Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Oko, over here. 319.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
88. 319. 26. Oko, over here. 319.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
Let's go, come on.
Robert Kimdichie, the one to bring him down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
Hey, Lex. Cut. Zoom. 319 Tanana.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Got a man on the right sideline. It's Castillo. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards.
Hey.
To throw is Rodgers. Throwing on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. They're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Working from the gun, Rodgers flushed out right. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And Myers able to knock it through. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They try the 50-yarder and miss it, and now this offense has it 1st and 10 at the 40. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. The throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Alert, alert. 3 down, 3 down. Motion, motion, motion.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now back to throw. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd
Watch it
down.
now, Barney, Barney.
Here's a give to Richard. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
Following the field goal on his Locke Edwards to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Balaj, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Hey, where y'all going? Zoom.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. Wide open receiver complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10.
Got three. 3 down.
Inside. Hey, where y'all going? Inside. No.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll get 3 up to midfield. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Again, it's Balaj. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. Snap comes at 1. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Hey, 626.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
3 down, 3 down. Let's go, motion.
Watch it now, Barney.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
And his throw here's incomplete. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Where's 52? Watch 52.
Gone!
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 41. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the fourth and final quarter. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
The Cardinals on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Go, 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 go.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Hot!
He'll look to throw. And able to find Kirk, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brandon, we're into the second half, and this offense has not scored a lot of points, and that was another example of why. I think it's time to open things up and start really trying to move the ball.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Barney! Barney!
Richard. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. He'll pick up another 1st down with that run.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage. How would you say it?
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. He's going to air one out. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Throwing is Rodgers. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Chandler Jones in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Here's Matt Hawk now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Detroit! Detroit! Detroit!
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He goes full extension, and he's got it. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. A handoff running left to Sharp. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. In on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
They'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Back to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. 1st down now, but that clock rolling.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Now, before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining.
Back 99 Philly, here we go! Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Here we go now! 319! 319!
Back to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
Lucky 56! Lucky 56! Detroit! Detroit!
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot but they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
He's back to throw. His throw caught at the 5. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. In for the score. And the Cardinals have taken the lead here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Now the punter who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. So now here come the Dolphins. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'd be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they put on the field to try and knock that ball away.
And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Jump out! Hey, check 26!
One final try now for Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. He's got it at the 15. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Cards, they continue to roll as the win gets them to 12-2 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for Miami, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Buffalo Bills. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Look at the cash coming in. Come get your man, Slim Booker bugging me. Just see the bag, quit out a job.